Check.
Check 1, 2.
Mike, check. Professionals. Podcast.
Something like
Podcast. Podcast. All right.
Podcast.
We're ready.
For those on the listening show, Kevin was flailing his microphone in front of the camera.
Yeah. You know what I should do? I should hook motors up to it so it just like does it all on its own.
Just motorize your fucking boom arm.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why that would be cool, but that would be a horrible idea. I just give you control of it for the show, you know?
I just
So
need
you're
you to shut up. So
just whacks me right in the face. That would
be the
that's
best.
Genius.
That would be the best thing.
That is genius.
That'd be one for the live show where we each have, a boom arm that's motorized, and we each have the control for the other person, and just know it's my turn to talk now. Move the mic away.
You know what would happen? We would end up sword fighting with them. That's what would happen. Speaking of, how close are we to a live show? Are we still doing stuff?
So
or?
the guy whose shop we were going to use has spent his entire summer fixing his water main.
Oh, fun! That's exciting.
He's like diagnosing where the problem was and then repairing it. He's almost done.
That's fun.
Because
I do not envy that
man. He
man.
had to dig up his entire backyard, and then he ended up having to jackhammer his fucking driveway.
Oh.
And he has a gravel driveway too. Like, he had to take a jackhammer to it to even get in there.
Jesus.
But he ended up he's full rip out of the old water main, or I think the old water main is just like a galvanized pipe under the driveway. So he found one end, he's rerouting the other like in a logical fashion.
Yeah.
Using PEX in conduit.
What? That's like future shit.
I know, right? I think he's gonna ultimately rig the whole house up in PEX.
Oh, nice.
But he's talking about getting the house he's living in currently like up to snuff and then renting it out to somebody.
There you go.
And then like him and his girlfriend getting their own house somewhere else that's just like functional.
Yeah.
Because the house he's in now.
Functional.
I mean, this is the guy I met by helping him move into this house.
Oh yeah.
So I literally known him as long as he's owned this house. Maybe shy of like a week or two, but still.
There you go.
The house was built in like the 1920s and has had several parts added to it.
Dude, I know this struggle. Okay.
And we can even look at it and be like, okay, so this got added first and then this got added later. Like you can just see extensions on where the house was, like where the front door used to be is just a room now.
See, this is my plan.
And then there's just like in that room there's just a giant hole in the floor.
See, my plan is get promotion, get more money, save money, wait for housing market crash, purchase house. That's the goal.
That's the dream. And I mean, this guy's living on the crypto market now. Well,
I don't know how.
He's playing the games. He knows what he's doing.
It's an unpredictable.
It really is.
Hell.
It really is.
That I'm so glad I'm not part of anymore. There'd be nights where I just wouldn't sleep.
I'm glad I never got into it, but like he's so confident in it that he watched I went over there last weekend to play Warhammer with a buddy of mine, and because I don't have room in my apartment to play it, so I just played it in the shop. And he was there, and he just had like the Ethereum like tracker up the whole time, and he's like, "Oh, hey, it just dropped $500." Like he's just watching it go down, and he's like, "Yeah, it does this every day. Like everybody just goes to bed, dumps their coins, and then they come back in the morning and buy them back up. It's just like that's just the cycle it's on." And he's like not even bothered by it.
Yeah.
But like I mentioned, on the Warhammer subject, I mentioned that I was like, oh, hey, it'd be nice to have like some sort of measuring device. So he just whipped this up and threw it out of his laser gun.
Oh, dude, that's cool.
Right? He did one out of wood, and then.
So is that full line of sight?
Pretty much. Like,
that's cool.
Straight up. Like it's
That's pretty
it's
awesome.
a 1 foot cone that you can see, and he also did one out of
For those of you playing the listening version, this is
acrylic.
why
You
you
should watch.
play
Oh, hey,
the
reflection.
visual
You
version.
can see the cameras. Oh my god, you
Oh
can
my
see the
god.
cameras. But yeah,
And a
he did,
Pikachu.
and a Pikachu. Is there a oh, there's a Pikachu. Yes, my detective Pikachu that I stole from an 8-year-old.
From what? You stole from what?
So, we used to at my family Christmas Eve, we would do like a
Oh,
white elephant thing, and you know that fucking new in box detective Pikachu amiibo shows up, and the 8-year-old kid grabs
Oh.
it, and I don't even remember what I had, but it was something shitty, and I was like, I want the fucking Pikachu, and I killed it. I fucking killed it. Like I was the last trade on that thing. No one could take it from me. And everyone like he was like, but
Destroying
why
an
don't I get
8-year-old child.
the Pikachu? And like everyone's like, that's just how it is. So we stopped playing White
So
Elephant.
Zach's an asshole.
You
That's why you didn't
fucking-
get the Pikachu.
You fucking bet I am. But hey, you know his birthday was 4 days later, and I gave him an entire Captain Underpants collection. So I don't want to hear it.
It wasn't Detective Pikachu.
It wasn't Detective Pikachu, but he got books. I enriched this child.
That's true. I need to paint my Pikachu.
You mean you need me to paint your Pikachu?
Yeah, I'll probably have you paint my Pikachu.
I'll do them all.
I know you will.
So
I have a lot of stuff.
I'm almost done with my fucking Journey to Dominion.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Where did we leave off checking? I think we were at the 20 or 30 mark.
I am currently at 71.
Shit. That's a lot.
I left for Georgia at 58.
Okay.
Or no, I came back from Georgia and immediately got to 58 because I finished my Death Guard army. So I immediately got to 58, and then
what are the goals again?
I need to get to 89
by end of August.
By August 31st, I will be at the rate I am going. I will probably be done
next week.
Sunday.
Oh, Sunday. Okay.
At the rate I'm going, I will probably be done Sunday. Because I'm doing that Tau army. I don't know if you've been paying attention on TikTok, but I'm doing these guys.
I've been on a TikTok break because it just started. It got really boring for some reason, so I was just like, I'm done.
That's fair. But yeah, I've been doing these. There's 37 in this kit that I got from in a fucking it was that kit I got for like dirt cheap, for like box of stuff for $150.
Oh yeah.
It had some Tau in it, and I was like, I'll take it. And I was just like, hey, there's 37 models in here. I'll paint those and be done.
Yeah. Speaking of that grab bag box, whatever, that the person that you got that from, I've been keeping creepy tabs on them slightly just to see if I can try to figure out what's going on.
Right.
It's weird.
That
might be.
Is that going to be an off the air thing? Probably.
It should probably be off the air.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds like there's Dish. We'll get to it, but
possibly. I don't know. I haven't figured out if it's Dish or if it's just I don't know. But weird times we are in.
It is in fact a weird times. Oh, Daniel's sending me things on TikTok.
Yeah, he sends me things too. He sends me things that I question sometimes. But if I didn't know him as well as I do, it would be creepy. Borderline assault. But since I know him so well, I know it's harmless flirting. So
fair.
All right. What else has been going on? It's been, like you said, it's been like a month realistically.
It's been like a month since we've recorded anything.
So let's just go through my life because it's literally just been work.
Yeah, your list is gonna be a lot shorter than mine.
The most hype thing that I got excited for was the Steam Deck.
Yeah,
which I still have reserved.
We have not spoken since you reserved since the Steam Deck was announced.
I know that a lot of big tech tubers got their hands on it, and are releasing
did-
videos.
I
Linus
did
has
see
one that I need to watch.
I haven't watched any of the stuff. I'm so fucking behind on YouTube
Um,
because I was halfway through. I was halfway through Summer Games Done Quick before
oh
I left.
shit, yeah, that was a while ago. No, but as far as my life, dude, I work. Like we just finished a project and got it shipped on fucking time.
Woo!
Oh god, that was a nightmare though. That was a fucking nightmare. But hey, we pulled it off. I don't know how. At one point, I was the project manager, a material
Oh.
handler, a process engineer, pretty much all of the above. There was a good, I think like 5 days where I had to play all those roles, and I was like,
the whipping boy, as it were.
I was just like, I'm tired, boss, I'm tired. So that's why I took yesterday and today off because I was like, I need a couple days, need a little extra
you
time.
had yesterday off too. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't tell you about that though, because I was like,
No,
Nope.
I totally get.
that was my nobody knew I had that day off because fuck everybody. It was my day off.
That's you need those sometimes, but like I had that kind of day yesterday too, where it was just like I wake up and I was like, hey, I'm gonna paint, I'm gonna just chug along, get my army done, like plug, finish my journey to Dominion. I did buy another model that required me to do 10 more.
What did you buy?
There was a limited run for the Stormcast Eternals that came out, so it's like like you have 9 days to buy this, and it's made to order. So if you order one, you're getting one.
Nice.
And so I was like, and it's like $35. But I got one. I got one last year too. So the deal is I have to finish that one and 10 more models on top of the Journey to Dominion. But as long as I finish 89 by the 31st, I'm good. And then I just need to finish the other 10 by the time the new one gets here and finish the old one. Yes, yeah. I am bargaining for my hobby.
Hey, I love how your mom keeps you in check. All right, you know she sets those goals for you, and you make sure to deliver. So, you know,
yeah.
Hey, I've been there too. All right, so I can't say shit.
Well, and it was actually kind of nice because Julianne and I went out on the town on like Thursday while we were over there, and we went to like the local coffee shop. It's called Jittery Joe's. They make some amazing coffee. They have a oatmeal stout coffee that like they like, I don't know exactly how they did it, but they get the sun.
Apparently, the second coming of Christ is happening outside of my window.
They partnered with a local brewery to like create a special blend of beans that's really good, and like their cold brew, like their coffee is really good, and just all sorts of good stuff. So while we were there, Julianne was looking. She's like, "Oh, I really want to get a mug," and I was like, "Okay, you can get a mug as long as you get rid of one of the like 20 mugs we have on a shelf that you haven't touched in a year and a half."
The collection cup.
And right? She tried. So like I said that, and she's like, "Okay, fine." She didn't buy a mug, and she tries to gripe about it to her sister, who, by the way, follows me on TikTok. So like she said that, and she just piped up, and her sister piped up, and she's like, "If you can determine whether or not he can buy his little models or whatever, he can determine whether or not you can get some coffee cups. Shut up."
I
was like, "Thank you.
I won.
I win. I got the sister to stand up for me.
Today, at this time, right. I won one of the battles. I'm still going to lose the war.
Well, and see, the way I look at that is that's just me being accepted by the family, because that first night we were there, that Tuesday, like her sister is very sharp. Like, just sharp, quick wit on it, always has something to say, something snarky, something. And her and I fucking threw down. It was
nice.
I have never been in better form in my entire life. I don't think I will ever be that witty again. But it was just one of those, like, I definitely there were definitely moments where she got me.
Yeah.
But I knew I was in when she, in some way, threatened to kill me at least 3 times. She's like, "Hey, if you're not careful, I'm gonna have you go work on the well. I'll hold the light. I'll hold the flashlight."
Wow.
And I'm like, oh, got it. She's like, oh, I'll have you work on the well. I'm like, you're coming with me, right? And she's like, no, I'll hold the flashlight.
Oh, that's funny. Damn,
It was
that
good.
makes me want to take like a trip, but I have nobody that I really. I don't know.
Just fucking go somewhere.
Yeah, that seems like a lot of work. So.
It is, I will say, it is definitely easier to go to a place when you know somebody there.
Oh, 100%. I mean, if I go anywhere, it's going to be to California because that's where most of my family is.
Yeah.
So.
Because, like, when we go to Georgia, we just stay with Juliana's parents.
Yeah.
Because they literally they keep a spare room.
I am figuring my next trip will be down to California because my dad is finally out of the hospital.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I think he's been out 2 weeks now.
Why was he in the hospital for the thing?
No, he like went into a diabetic shock.
Oh shit. Okay.
They got him to the hospital, and then it turned out he had an infection and was almost septic.
Neat.
And yeah, and it's been a whole thing since this was, I swear to God, it was in February when all this shit went down.
Oh fuck.
So he's literally been in the hospital for months now, and he's finally like home, like home nursing, like home care now,
right?
Which is way better because now his medications can be monitored. Because before the hospital was just like, oh, he's restless and he's being stubborn. Let's just up his fucking meds and have him go to sleep. Yeah.
Drugs.
So it's that didn't set anything back, I'm sure. It was a whole thing. But yes, he's finally home. So that'll probably be my next trip. But yes. So yeah, it'll be California. I'll get to see the state that burns every year.
You live in a state that burns every year.
That's true. California burns worse. It's more dry.
Okay, now, California just burns more by the sheer fact that there's just more of it.
And it's drier. It's dry. Yeah.
Ish?
It's drier. No, it's drier.
Ish?
They get rain like maybe once every couple of years. Like sufficient rain.
You're
not just
okay,
you're
freaking about like the entire eastern half of the state of Oregon. Which is
I just don't care about Oregon. Oregon doesn't count.
But they're literally a desert on the eastern half of the state. Same with Washington. Same with like that half of California that's drier.
Yeah, the western part's pretty dry too. I lived there for fucking 17 years. All right, the only time we had rain was when it was like flooding, and it was like 2 hours of just torrential downpour, and it's like, oh, we're done for the next couple of years. All right, good job, everybody.
I did have the moment of so it was Monday. Yeah, it was Monday, and we were going to meet some of Juliana's friends in town. And as we're driving from her parents to Athens,
Greece,
Georgia.
I know.
But as we're driving, I sit there and he's like, I'm kind of bummed that I didn't get to see an East Coast thunderstorm. And the sky was like, okay, bet. 5 minutes later. 5 minutes, like not even.
As you're driving?
As we're driving, it opens up. And the next hour is just torrential downpour.
It's just shitting rain.
Or not even an hour. The next, 20 minutes was torrential downpour.
Did somebody look at you and go, there you go?
That was what is. It was just me and Juliana in the car. And she's like, okay. You had to fucking say something. And I awesome. Don't wholly blame her because she was the one driving.
Oh, yeah, that fucking shit sucks to drive in.
Yeah, it was like you could not see.
Yeah, I would have pulled over. Just had my hazards.
There was nowhere to pull over. We were in the middle of the fucking country.
Oh, well, then yeah.
We just had to slow down and keep going. And then eventually we got to a gas station, pulled in there, and that's when it let go. And then, it let go. And then once we finished getting gas and started getting on the road, it got to a bad day here.
Yeah.
And then when we got to where we were going, it wasn't raining anymore.
Well, there you go. You got to see your
And then
East
it
Coast country.
and then it was just thunder for the next 6 hours. It was great. I got
Yeah.
to go.
Was it
I got to
like
go.
that Imagine Dragons? Was that Imagine Dragons?
Thunder, yeah.
Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But I
Okay.
got to see I got to go out into my in-laws' front yard, and it had stopped. It wasn't raining, but the fireflies were coming out. The crickets were going nuts, and then like as I'm going, like I actually filmed a TikTok of it. And as I'm going out there, a lightning flash and the thunder rumbled, and I was like, yes.
Nice. Nice. That's awesome. So a good thunderstorm that you can watch, always amazing.
Oh yeah. The first time I got to actually like watch a thunderstorm was when I was 15 and I was in Washington D.C. for the National Boy Scout Jamboree, and we were in our hotel before the actual event, and we're in our hotel. We're on like the 15th floor, and a thunderstorm rolls in. And we're staying in DC. A thunderstorm rolls in, and we just all, because we're all fucking West Coast boys. We've never seen this shit. And we all just sat at our window and just watched all these fucking lightning just arcs across the sky. There was also at least 2 thunderstorms while we were camping.
Nice.
So, like, we're actually, like, in tents.
Yeah.
And shit. We are in tents. And, you know, it's the middle of the day, and the clouds roll in, and they say, thunderstorm coming, get in cover. And we had, these, like, you know, Costco carports that were, like, fucking, you know, 16-inch rebar stakes into the ground.
Yeah.
Keeping it down. Like, we had straight up hurricane lashings on this. We go and we sit under these, and they're like, don't touch anything. Sit and watch. Don't touch anything. Just sit and watch. Like, we had to sit on the ground, and we were in our little Faraday cage, and we got to watch this thunderstorm for the next like hour. And I remember this one moment. I got to see this humongous crack of heat lightning just come down and fill my entire vision. Just bright pink, just lightning arcing from the sky to the ground. Just one.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
That's awesome. I approve of this.
It was good shit.
Wholeheartedly.
But I stayed away from going out. While I was in Georgia, I stayed away from going outside as much as possible because the air was sticky.
Oh God, that's the fucking dude. That was like,
because it was hotter than here, and like 90% humidity the whole time.
Fuck.
And we had, like, the only time we got any reprieve was when we were in North Carolina, because we were staying up in a fucking, we were staying up in a cabin in the mountains.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because it's Appalachians, so it's, I mean, their tallest mountain is a third as tall as Mount Hood.
Don't let them hear you say that. Them be moonshine and hills.
I am stating facts. The tallest peak on the entire East Coast, Mount Mitchell in North Carolina, is 1/3 as tall as the most okay mountain in the Cascades.
The most okay mountain. That's so stupid.
It's not like Mount Hood just exists. It's the most viewable mountain from Portland. That's all it's known for.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty true. That and hikers die on it every fucking year.
Oh, yes, because people are stupid. My buddy was telling me about when he went to Scotland.
Yeah.
And he went looking, fuck, I can't remember the name. Tallest mountain in Scotland.
Oh.
He went like he went on this whole like trek to go see the tallest mountain in Scotland. It's called Ben Nevis.
Okay.
And he's standing and he's like talking, like he's standing at a place and he's like, "Hey, I'm looking for Ben Nevis. Where is it?"
Oh, he was fucking on it, wasn't he?
He was right next to it. I'm looking for Ben Nevis. Like they're like, oh yeah, it's right over there, and he's like,
I just fucking, I don't know what is
yeah. They're like, oh yeah, it's right over there, and he's like, what, behind that hill?
That's awesome. Oh,
and they're
fuck.
like, no, it's right there, and he's like,
Nice. Oh yeah.
oh yeah, Ben Nevis is fucking 4,000 feet tall.
That's fucking funny. I mean, isn't that realistically why most people come to America as like for a tourist destination? Is the fact that we have so many like natural parks and shit.
That's why, yeah, is we have national parks and all that crazy shit.
And just
but like,
all
I
that neat shit.
actually did get to find out why the Appalachians are the way they are. So
Science.
they're if you look at them and you follow the Pangea theory, they actually line up
Yes.
with the Alps in Europe.
Oh, okay.
So they're the same makeup, but on the U.S. side where the Appalachians are, them their hills. It was a thick layer of granite with limestone underneath.
Huh.
So as it's separated, because they're tectonic mountains, not volcanic mountains like we have over here. That's another reason why the mountains on the West Coast are so much taller, because we have volcanic mountains and they don't stop growing.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck yourself, East Coast.
Yeah. But the Appalachians are much older because they're tectonic. So what happened was all that limestone eroded underneath it. So the mountains literally just collapsed on themselves. So if you look at the Appalachian mountain range, it's actually like a series of mountains, like two lines of mountains with the valley in the middle. So what is currently the peaks used to be the valleys.
Ah, okay. That's cool. Science.
Right? I'm like, okay, now I have like an actual explanation for why these are so goddamn, why these hills are the way they are.
Why these are so shitty.
But like the cabin we were staying at was actually 3 miles away from the Tennessee border in North Carolina. And like our entire view was of Tennessee.
That's pretty cool.
It was beautiful.
Nice.
And like one thing they don't tell you about the forests out there is the foliage is so dense.
Yes, I could actually tell you that.
Like I'd never been there in the summer. At least not in like Georgia. I'd always been to Georgia in the winter, so I hadn't seen it in its full. I'd only seen the evergreen trees that were going, not any of the deciduous trees that are out and just going. Okay. So when I finally got there and all the deciduous trees are going, I'm like, holy fucking shit.
Thick.
And there's this vine shit that's all over everything and just like it grows like 18 inches in a day. Like fucking goddamn Daniel.
There's a joke there. Multiple layers of jokes there.
Of course.
Now we know where Vine went.
Yeah, it's all fucking trapped in Georgia.
Are they black vines or are they green vines? That explains the 18 inches.
No comment.
That's all I got. That's all I can think of. I can never mind. No, that won't work.
Just don't.
I can show you a vine that'll grow a few inches.
Just don't.
What else we got? That's probably all I got.
That's plenty.
Plenty. All right. What am I ordering for food?
Oh, we're on the food. We're on the food now. Oh my god. So we went to this place in we drove from.
It was barbecue. Please, God, tell me it was barbecue.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, it was a barbecue place. I did get to try. I didn't personally get any barbecue, but I got to try some. And holy.
Why would you not get barbecue?
We were in Georgia. I got some fucking sauce. Okay, get off my ass. I brought some sauce home. Okay, I don't want to hear it.
Excellent. I will be over in 40 minutes to go get it. Actually, it might be a little later because it's 3 o'clock. Traffic's probably shitty.
Try some, but I'm not giving you. You cannot have my death sauce.
Oh, you got death sauce?
I got death sauce. It's
Oh,
fucking amazing.
yeah, it is. I know exactly what sauce that is.
Oh, you don't. This is a house sauce.
Oh, is it?
This
Oh,
is
okay.
a house
It's
sauce.
it's not the sauce I'm thinking of.
No, it can't be. Unless it's from
Oh.
Stackhouse in Mars Hill, Georgia. Or
No,
Mars Hill,
no,
North Carolina.
no. I'm thinking of a different one. I'm thinking
But
of a
we
different one.
drove from Juliana's parents' house to our the cabin that we were staying at in North Carolina. It was like a 3-hour drive straight north, like just cut through Greenville, South Carolina. Like we spent an hour in South Carolina, all told, just on the road. We stopped to pee. That was about it. But then we just kept going.
What was the Stackhouse? What was it?
Stackhouse in Mars Hill, North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah. So we get there. We wait for my brother-in-law to show up with his wife and kid, and like they show up, and you know, kid's 13 now, so he's growing like a fucking weed, and his voice started to drop, so nobody recognized him, and he was like hard into skateboarding now, and like actually thriving at it, and they're like, hey, he's not doing drugs. We'll call it a win.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much a win.
Yeah, he's a good kid, and he like actually enjoys it, and he recognizes that like the skater kids that are out there aren't shitty, and enjoys like when you're actually out in the you know, on the course or whatever the fuck they call it in the skate park.
The course?
I don't fucking know. I never got into that shit.
God, what? Oh, okay.
Did I just hurt your soul a little bit?
I mean, look, I grew up in California, so that was like the thing. right? So it's just hearing somebody call it a course, it's just like, what the fuck?
I don't fucking know.
I mean, they're generally just called skate parks.
Okay.
And there's realistically no course structure.
I didn't want to say skate park like 8 times in a fucking row, okay? Pardon me for being creative.
Instead, I got course. So now I have to reconsider our friendship.
I never got into skateboarding, okay? Like, I know who Tony Hawk is. At least I know who Tony Hawk is. And can recognize him if I see him.
His fucking Twitter is the best thing ever.
It really is.
I love his Twitter. Holy shit. How many people can be like, hey, you look like Tony Hawk? Yeah, I get that a lot. Do you know how to skateboard? Yeah. It's like, cool.
A little bit.
All right. It's just like, you stupid ass. You just met Tony Hawk. What are you doing? Oh, did you see the kid that hit an actual 1080? Like from Tony Hawk Pro Skater?
No.
Yeah, this kid, this happened during our month off.
Okay.
He was at a competition. Tony Hawk was there in person.
Was it at the Olympics?
No, I think it was before the Olympics.
Okay.
But this kid hit an actual 1080.
Holy shit.
And yeah, and like, dude, kid just like hits it. He was fucking young too. I think he was like 12 or 13, dude. Hits a 1080.
I mean, you know the like average age of the women's skating podium at the Olympics was like 14, right?
Yeah, I mean they're barely out of zygote stage, so
pretty much
it's fucking ridiculous. But no, this kid hits it. Tony Hawk's right there, dude. This kid's like hits it, instant like gets back up on the half pipe, fucking instant breakdown. Like, yes, I fucking hit it.
Oh
Tony Hawk comes over to him and is just like, you fucking did it, bro. And it's just like, holy shit, to do that in front of Tony Hawk.
Yeah,
it's just like that would be like that kid is done. Like his life, he's lived it. He doesn't even need to go any further.
Was that the first like 1080 on a skateboard? It can't be.
I think it's because I if I remember correctly, and I'm gonna Google this.
Because I remember it was like a huge deal when Tony Hawk did a 900.
Yes, but I believe this is the first.
Deal.
I believe this is the first 1080. Yeah, it's the first ever like complete 1080, and yeah, the kid was 12. Yeah, it was official X Games.
Okay, it was at the X Games. Shit.
Yeah. So this kid hit it, man. He fucking did it. Oh, I stand corrected. The first ever 1080 was landed in 2012.
Okay.
Oh, but it was on a mega ramp. Okay, so
This was just on a standard.
This was on a standard vert ramp. Yeah. Oh, the kid was 11. Jesus Christ.
12.
Oh, okay. This wiki page is not
I'm
right
looking
then.
at the insider article. 12-year-old skateboarder bested his hero Tony Hawk by landing the first 1080 in competition to win gold at the X Games.
Yep. And he had previously become the youngest person to land a 900. This kid's just meant to spin.
This kid's going places. Like, legit.
Which he achieved at age 8.
Yeah.
He landed a 900 at age 8. Like, yeah. I was barely fucking...
Like, that kid, like, there's no two ways about it. That kid's the next Tony Hawk.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
At that rate,
he's fucked. Yeah.
By the time, unless he, like, injures himself and, like, destroys his career, by the end of his career, he will do whatever 4 Revolutions is. He's already doing he's doing a 1080 at 12.
Fucking math.
This 360 times 1440. We should fucking know that. We should fucking know that. God damn it.
All right, and with that, we're gonna call this show, everybody. Hey, thanks for coming out.
Hand in our PC gamer cards.
Take it all away from me.
I did that. I just went, fuck.
Fuck. We're dumb.
God damn it.
That's awesome. We're really good at math.
We really are.
That's what I'm gathering.
You know what? Numbers are stupid.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Numbers are stupid. Oh my god, I can't believe we just did. That's awesome.
1440. Ah, fuck. Yeah, no, I fully expect this kid to do a 1440 by the time he's done with his career.
Yeah.
And his career is just starting.
Oh, yeah, he's 12.
Yeah, but like that's the thing.
He's got like another like 30, 40 years in the game.
Easy. Tony Hawk's not even done.
No, I mean, I feel like for the most part, yes, but
he's near the end. But I mean, he just competed in the fucking Olympics.
Yeah, that's true.
He still competes in the X Games, or at least participates.
Yeah.
In some way, whether or not he's a judge or what, but like he actively competed in the Olympics for the first ever skateboarding. Like, of course he fucking did.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, we came back from North Carolina and we all just sat on the couch and turned the Olympics on.
Oh yeah, I honestly I haven't read. I haven't watched like any of the Olympics.
We got to see. There was a moment. Have you seen the video floating around of like the Australian swim coach just absolutely losing his shit?
Oh yeah, and then I had to read how people were like, "He shouldn't do that. It takes away from this person."
Fucking do that, like that's
for fuck's sake. He's the coach. He's just as excited as this person is.
Yeah,
like,
but like
when you train somebody for fucking years, obviously you're allowed to be fucking excited when they
especially
succeed.
When he just beat the one to beat in her chosen event. Like, of course she's excited. Like, of course he's excited.
Oh god, I hate people.
Yeah.
I hate people. I hate people. Like, God, I'm going to go on a rant. I fucking hate people. Because it's all I have fucking seen. Whether it's on Twitter, Reddit, name your social media source. It's like where there's success, there's somebody who has to piss on it for some fucking reason. Like the 2 guys who decided to share gold because they fucking tied. And it's like, well, that's not very sportsmanlike. It's like that's the epitome of sportsmanship, you fucking dense fucking retards. Jesus
exactly
Christ.
Sportsmanlike. Anything else would have been unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, like, oh, he pissed in his eye. What a great contender. Like, no, it's like that is literally what these games are about. And I'm sorry, it's the Olympic Games. It's not the Olympic, I got more gold medals in this country, therefore my dick is fucking gigantic. Look at it. It's like, pick your poison. You either get a fucking $1 trillion military defense budget or you get the most fucking gold medals. You can have one or the other. Now choose wisely, you fucking right-sided piece of shit. God, I'm done. All right, continue.
But like, my point was, we got to see that moment live,
Nice.
which was funny because like we see him like freaking out, and you know there's the like small Japanese woman that was next to him, just like sir, just like shepherding him back into the coach's area, like sir.
Sir.
Did you also see the dude who like won third place and did the meme?
I didn't actually see that one.
Oh, like yeah, no, there's a dude who he won third place. Like he
Okay.
got bronze, and he did the
Yeah.
whole like like with the champagne and the kissing the
Oh
girl.
shit! He did the actual fucking.
Yeah.
Nice. That's
like the
that's
champagne,
pretty-
like you know, you see like this whole moment of like him chugging the champagne and like yeah, like kisses his girlfriend and all of this, and then he walks onto the podium in bronze.
That's pretty funny.
But I mean, like bronze is nothing to shake a fucking stick at. I couldn't do it.
No, none
God,
of it
no.
is. It's just fucking stupid.
Everybody goes into the like everybody looks at the Olympics like, oh, it's not that hard. You want to fucking bet?
These people are literally do nothing except train for
That, like,
4 fucking years.
What you are seeing happen here is literally all these people do. This is
Yeah.
their job.
That's their fucking
their
life.
job is to perform at the absolute best possible like level. These people like I talk about speedrunners. These people started speedrunning.
Yeah,
This is what speed like the Olympics are what speedrunning is named after. It's
Yeah.
who can do it the fastest.
Yeah.
Like with their physical bodies. It just got
Yeah.
translated to video games because if there's something that can be done at any amount of speed, there's always going to be somebody who wants to do it as fast as possible. And as soon as
Yep.
somebody does it as fast as possible, there's going to be one other person out there who's trying to do it faster.
Yeah.
Olympic
Let's see that
Olympic records are
one
being
swimmer.
records are being beaten all of the time. World records
yeah.
are being beaten all of the time. People are swimming 100 meters in a pool in less than 2 fucking minutes. That would take me 30 minutes.
I would drown.
Probably. and like
No.
not even then.
Next,
I would
I float,
probably
but-
be able to swim 50 meters in a pool in like 30 minutes.
I feel
can't-
like we need to do this now. I want to
can't.
see how long
No,
it takes us to do 100 meters.
No, I don't swim.
Come on,
I
let's
don't
do
swim.
it.
I don't swim.
What?
I don't swim.
Why?
I don't swim.
What?
It's a thing.
Why? You have
hate,
no.
I hate being wet. I tough it out to take a shower, but if I don't have to be wet, I'm not gonna
Why?
be wet.
I feel like we need to explore
It's
this
a
a little
thi-
more
it's a
now.
thing. It's just something I've realized. Rain?
Huh.
Nope.
Interesting.
I've been taking Tyrion out every morning just to go
Yeah.
sit on the thing. It was raining this morning. I didn't take him out. He screamed at me for an hour, and I eventually just opened the door. He went out.
Huh. Very interesting. I
Yeah.
feel there's something deep seated there. There has to be.
It's a bad stim. I know
Huh.
exactly. Like I hate the stimulation of being wet.
Eh,
if I can
it's
avoid
weird.
if I can avoid being wet.
Huh. That's a good thing you're not a chick then. So
Well, I mean, there's types of wet.
that is true.
There is such a thing as the good kind of wet.
The good wet.
The kind with water is not it.
Interesting. So is it just what? That's so weird. Huh. You're gonna. Damn it! I'm gonna
if
end
I
up
get water
fucking
on me at
researching this
all,
after.
I am like rushing to get it off.
So you're like hydrophobic almost,
Pretty much. Like
minus the part where water beads off of you.
Mm,
Oh my god, we should spray you down with like hydrophobic stuff, and then just put you in water and see what happens.
maybe.
This would just be a fun experiment. We don't even have to record it. This is just for me. I don't. This isn't for
I don't know
anybody other
I
than
don't
me.
know anybody with a pool.
Oh, it rains enough up here. We could just
Yeah, fair.
paint you up one day and just throw you out in the rain and see what happens.
Yeah, no, I've realized that I just never enjoyed being wet, and like I said, I don't. If I said that to a friend, and they're like, "Well, what about showering?" And I was like, "I'd tough it out for a shower."
Interesting. I wonder
But,
what
like-
would be the best to use on you if like Scotch Guard would be the one. Rust-Oleum's got a couple. There's a spray wax we could use.
Those all have like do not get on, like avoid contact with skin.
Hold on, I'm making sure we're safe here. Hold on. I almost want to ask the question, can I spray this on a human being? Like,
Yeah, no, it's just it's a thing, and like Juliana keeps trying to convince me that it'll totally be cool to go visit her parents in the summer. I mean, as long as I stay inside, I'm fine. But you know, she's all about being out in the heat. No, no,
no.
no,
No.
No.
Like, what? Fuck no. What is wrong with her?
If I can avoid it, I'm gonna do it. But she's like,
What
"Yeah,
did
no,
you do?
my parents are getting a pool," and I was like, "That's not a convincing thing. I don't like getting wet.
Yeah, that's just.
I don't.
I'm
like,
down. Like, can I come out next time with you guys? I
don't
like swimming.
I don't like being wet." And they're like, "Oh, you could just sit on a inflator." It's like my butt will get wet, and I'm gonna know, and it's gonna be a bad time.
Gonna know. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know this about you. Very interesting.
It's something that I realized only fairly recently, like within the last 2 or 3 months.
And then there's me, where it's like I'm pretty much. I just don't like the heat. I don't like to be uncomfortable.
You know,
in the
it
heat.
really came about when I started shaving my head.
The
If I really think about it, the like not getting wet thing, it really
Interesting.
like manifested. It's always something I've just generally avoided, and it's like I've never been good at swimming. I've never really enjoyed swimming. I'll like play in a pool, but I'll hang out in the shallow end the whole time.
Yeah. Okay. So that,
mean,
that
it
includes like
could-
hot tubs then too, yeah?
I could do hot tubs if it's like hot water.
Right.
Like showers is pretty much the only way I can like handle it. Like cold shower, fuck no. But like
See, a
especially-
cold shower feels really good in the heat though.
See, I'll
Or
just
is that a no?
no. I'll take a hot shower and then like relish, like I'll tough it out in a hot shower on a hot day, and then when I get out, I'll just stand in front of a fan, and that'll be great.
I feel like you need to ask your parents if they ever almost let you drown when you were a baby.
Well, I did actually almost drown when I was in first grade.
There it is. It was cold water, wasn't it?
Probably.
You're basically Bruce Willis in Unbreakable now. Now we need to know if you can reflect bullets. So-
no. I'm good.
Okay. So you're basically Bruce Willis now, is what
Well,
I'm getting.
I'm
And
the-
you're already shaving your head. I don't want to put two and two together, but you don't like water, you're never sick, and you shave your head.
I'm sick all the fucking time.
You're never sick. So therefore you are now Bruce Willis.
Do you
You're
have
basically
any idea how many small cuts and nicks I have on my body at any given moment?
I don't care. I am now going with the mindset that you are Highlander and you're gonna kill Bruce Willis at some point and absorb
that's
his
not
power.
even the same, like,
Nope, not even the same. We're making up our own rules now.
apparently.
Sir, we are following no logic here, all right?
Clearly. Well, I mean, when do we ever, to be fair?
To be fair. To be fair.
To be fair. So glad you're not now.
I find myself doing so much stupid shit with that. It's like
I saw, so when,
I'll just walk up to Shasta and I was like, so I was working hard today.
I was working
And
hard
it's
the other
just-
day. So
other
I
day.
went to a fucking went to a park, and there were just a fucking gaggle of geese right next to the path. So I took a picture of it, like Canadian geese.
Canadian geese.
Canada gooses.
Canada goose.
Canada gooses. So I took a
Oh.
picture of it and I posted it in my Discord server, and I was like, if you mess with Canada gooses, you're messing with me, and I suggest you let that one marinate. And the first person who responded to it was not a Letterkenny fan. So
Oh
they're
my
like,
God.
what's that about? And I was like, it's a Letterkenny reference. Oh, I haven't watched that far. Then what fucking good are you?
I mean, you called it out a couple shows ago, and I was just using fucks as just
You use
basic.
fuck as a fucking comma.
Yeah. And I don't even, yeah, that's the part that scared me, because then I realized I am doing that more and more with everything. And I'm just like, oh my God.
It's a contagious vernacular. I will say that. And as someone who masks often, I mask and I code switch because like that's my least favorite part about going to Georgia is when I code switch.
Yeah.
Because I code switch hard. And like Juliana's mom actually like pointed it out to me. She's like, "Oh, he's picking up on the accent," because like she's got the Georgia accent, like not hard, but it's there.
Yeah.
So I started code switching because I just do. And she said that, and I was like, "Yeah, I know. I code switch. I can't help it. It's just a thing." And then like it just got dropped after that.
Code switcher.
Yeah.
You got to stop appropriating other people's cultures.
It's part of masking, which is a completely
All I'm
subconscious thing.
Is cultural appropriation. I'm gonna sick all the weird people that believe in that on you.
I married into it, so
he gets a pass. Everybody, it's fine.
I get a what would that even be? I get a Southern folk pass.
Southern folk pass. You get a pass because cultural appropriation is not a real
pass.
fucking thing. Y'all pass.
Y'all pass.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. That is the perfect.
I'm proud of me. I did it.
You need to make a card and laminate it and just call it the Y'all Pass.
I got the Y'all Pass.
I got the Y'all Pass. I am allowed to drink moonshine whenever the fuck I want. Oh my God. That's amazing. By the way, cultural appropriation is not real. If you think it's real, you're an idiot. It doesn't
exist. It's stupid.
Like white people with not enough shit to do in their day came up with cultural appropriation.
Well, there's a version of appreciation that can go wrong if you're doing it for the wrong reasons. I'm sorry, a white girl wearing a fucking native headdress to a music festival, that is cultural appropriation. But
that just doesn't make sense.
There's no reason to do that because like that is actually, did you earn that? No, take it the fuck off.
Yeah. Wear cyber hair, whatever the fuck.
Exactly. Put the fucking techno dreads in and get on with your day. Don't wear something that actually has deep cultural, like, don't wear something that has deep cultural meaning to someone, to an entire culture of people that is already having a hard enough time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what would be great is if we did get a Native American president at some point. By the way,
just runs on his whole campaign slogan is just, "You guys are fucked."
Yeah.
I'd vote for him.
Oh, 100% I would too. You know what his slogan needs to be? Right out of Futurama. I'll build a new America with blackjack and hookers. Sir, I am supporting you 100% of the way. Our slots are downright filthy.
It's just like the fucking Wamapoke from Parks and Recreation.
Oh, Ken Hotate.
I just love how just brutally he fucked with Leslie. Every time he was on the show, all he was doing was fucking with Leslie.
It was mostly any of the white people.
Yeah.
Leslie was the only one he actually liked because she actually cared about the Wamapoke people.
Yeah, she actually like made a point to, respect the culture of the Wamapoke people, but like just brutally
everybody else, man,
fucked with everybody. And like the one time Leslie fucked up, he made sure she knew.
Oh yeah, he made sure she knew. But at the same time, then he
comes in and just speaks gibberish.
That was fantastic.
To heal the curse.
Yeah. Yep. It was fucking great. Or just the one where what's his face tries to build that park, or tries to build the Paunch Burger on the parkland. And he's like, "I believe there's 6 Paunch Burgers in our casino." He's like, "Are you threatening me?" He's like, "Yes." I thought that was pretty obvious.
I thought that was obvious.
And he's like, let's wear these ceremonial headdresses. He's like, is this okay? He's like,
No.
no, take it off.
is this where is this okay? I told you to do it. That's not okay.
Not okay.
It's just fuck Jam.
It's not okay. Jeremy Jam.
Fuck Jeremy Jam.
You know what? You just
Although
got jammed.
one of the best episodes is when Jeremy was with fucking
Tammy?
Tammy too.
Yes.
And
Oh
she
my
turns him
God.
into Ron, and he's like, "Yeah, she's making me eat steak, and I'm having a bad time."
Hair's falling out.
Oh, my
Oh.
hair's falling out.
That's new. And he just breaks down. Oh my God, that was
And
great
the fucking
episode.
aversion therapy with the. How long can you do this until the bottle's empty?
Oh, that was a fantastic
It
episode.
was so that whole
Oh.
last season was so good. The redemption
was.
arc between Leslie and Ron.
Oh yeah.
When I first watched that, I was dying the entire time. They start to get into it, and then they're like, while we're here, I'm just gonna not shut up until you talk to me. And then she just talk.
All right, damn it, woman.
He goes against the fucking Claymore.
Yeah. Oh.
He goes against the fucking. You said this was a live bot. You said this was a live landmine. You think I gave you an actual weapon? You really thought I gave you an actual weapon?
I love it.
And you put it on your desk?
It's the best. Or like in season, I think it's the first season when they show the shotgun that Ron has that's on a swivel.
Oh yeah.
It's just a double barrel shotgun. He's like, so you got to look it in the face. You got to look the barrel. Look it right down the barrel.
Yeah, they dumped that bit quick.
Yeah, that was actually dropped pretty quick. Oh,
I mean, most of the
Okay.
stuff that was in the first season. Whenever I rewatch it, I never watch the first season.
I always skip the first season. There's no need.
There's no need. And normally on a show like that, I'd say tough out the first season. I'm like, no, just skip the first season, and it's great.
Yeah.
Just skip the
Yeah.
first season of Parks and Recreation. You won't miss anything. You get a little bit of it's all exposition that you can eventually pick up in season.
Oh, yeah.
In season 2.
Yeah. Plus, the first season, it really doesn't give the good character development like
Oh,
they
no.
do with season 2.
Oh no.
So
It doesn't give the character representation that it needed, because all of the characters are just different enough from what they ended up being. And I mean, I know exactly why the first season isn't as good as the rest of the show. It's because it aired during the show debuted the year of the writer's strike.
oh yeah, that's right. I totally
Yeah.
forgot about that.
That's why it's
Huh.
that's also why it's only 6 episodes.
Huh. Interesting.
So they just kind of crammed a bunch of exposition into it.
Huh.
And honestly, the show doesn't really take off until
Like midway through season 2. We're almost the end of season 2, really.
when Chris and Ben show up.
Yeah, which is like
Which is
episode
like-
23 of
Like
season 2.
right at the end of season 2. They show
Yeah.
up and they start doing their thing, and their character development and the way they interacted with each other just it really it's the level of chemistry that every character on that show had with each other is
Oh, yeah.
unseen in any other TV show. I
Yeah.
cannot think of a single other TV show at all where all of the characters have the level of chemistry and just flow, and they sold they sold it in such a way that it felt like all of the characters on the show were actually real people.
Oh yeah.
Even fucking Jerry, who is a pure caricature the whole time.
Oh yes.
But you
But you
believe
go
it.
home
But you
and
believe it.
and then you go to his house and it's a completely different story.
It's a
And
completely
like,
different story. And that's
what
the
the
thing.
fuck?
And it's just everybody's so curious. And the only people who ever know why Jerry and Gail are together is the audience, because of that moment with the doctor. The doctor has
Yep.
his talking head and he goes, "That man has the largest penis I've ever seen
I
in
have
my
ever
entire life."
I don't even know if he have mumps. I forgot to
I
check.
don't even know if he has mumps. I forgot to check.
Forgot to check. That man has the largest penis. But see, even then, is that why Gail is really with him?
We'll
They
know.
never. You can hint at it, sure, that's why,
It's
but they
absolutely
never
it's
actually
absolutely
came.
why they have 4 daughters.
Yeah,
But
and you've got Ben over here who's like, did her father witness, or did his father witness her father commit a murder? Was she hypnotized? And if I say a magic word, she's gonna scream and run out of the room. Like,
But
it's
like
just
even just like everyone, they're all definitively caricatures, but they're
Yeah.
also just they sell it so well.
Oh,
Leslie
yeah.
is the hardcore caricature of the like die-hard political,
Something.
something.
Yeah. System.
Fucking, April is your, neurodivergent, just kind of awkward kid who doesn't really
Yep.
know what she's doing. Actually, someone pointed out that like she is a beautiful example of neurodivergence on television because she's always masking. She
Yeah.
always takes on the traits of the people she's around. That's why she's
Yep.
only ever relaxed around Andy because
Yeah.
Andy's the safe place.
Yeah. Because Andy is your typical puppy.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not even playing a person. He's actually just a puppy.
That's just who he is. And I still love that the best joke in the whole show was ad-libbed. Leslie,
it says
it says you might have network connectivity problems, and all of the writers just went, fuck it!
That and the fact that he got actually naked for that scene.
Yep.
So
hey, they had to sell it.
Oh yeah.
They had
Yeah.
to sell
I just love how he tells the story and he's like, yeah, I looked at the boom guy and I was like, should I just get naked? He just shook his head, yeah. It's like, no, ask a director, no. Ask a producer, no. Ask a writer, no. Ask anybody, no. Boom guy. Boom guy got it.
Ask the fucking sound guy.
Yeah, ask the sound guy. He gave you the nod. We're a go. Let's do it.
But like, just
yeah.
all the ways the characters interact with each other is just, it's so perfect. You can't write.
Oh
that.
yeah.
You cannot write that.
No. I mean, even when you look at the outtakes, you can tell that it wasn't just the show. There was chemistry with all of them.
I do love the story that they had to teach
Ron, or how to laugh.
How to laugh.
Yeah. That was one of the funniest things. That was on Conan, wasn't it?
I think
when he was
so.
on Conan.
Yeah, it was like they had to teach me how to laugh.
His wife had to teach him how to laugh.
Also, the fact that he's actually married to Tammy too.
Yeah, which is hilarious.
And they have like the perfect relationship.
Oh, it's disgusting, and I hate it. Yeah,
like, fuck. What is his name?
I for some reason always think Ron because I'm an idiot. I follow him on Twitter. You think I'd fucking know this? I hate because I can't even remember her name.
Megan Mullally.
I used to, Megan Mullally.
Nick Offerman.
And Nick Offerman. There we go.
Yeah. Megan Mullally and Nick Offerman just have the perfect marriage. Like, they just do.
I know. It's sickening, but
so
it's beautiful.
Good. They're so good together, and they bring that to the show.
Yeah.
When they get married, and Ron's sitting in the back of the car with the cornrows.
Oh,
you
shaved your mustache.
You shaved your mustache. No,
I didn't shave
rubbed off
with friction.
Kissing.
Oh God.
The moment after fucking little Sebastian's sending off, he's got his hair's all fucked up. He's got no eyebrows. He finds out that Tammy was in it. He's just like, oh shit. He goes in.
I have accrued 260 personal days.
I have accrued 260 personal days. I am redeeming them all right now.
Yep. It's like, I keep a sizable chunk of chuck steak in the drawer. If you do not remove it, it will go bad. It's like, what the fuck? All right. I just love I got a go bag ready to go too in the fucking ceiling.
In the fucking vent.
Fucking pops the shoehorn in there and just fucking goes up there. Oh my God. Well, basically what we're saying is if you haven't watched Parks and Rec, watch Parks and Rec. It's a good show. And we should end soon because my food's almost here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're over an hour. That's fine.
Yes, we did it.
I have painting to go back to. Oh, yeah. No, I need to tell you about the day I had yesterday. So
Okay.
like I wake up and I'm geared up to like paint and do shit. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna paint. Like I'm like, oh, I don't have anything to do today. Juliana,
Yeah.
you take the car. It's fine.
Okay.
Little did I know.
Little did you know.
At fucking 1:00 yesterday,
Okay.
I get a
Yeah.
text from my tattoo artist.
Oh.
She's like, "Hey, I don't know if you were still planning on coming in today, but can you come in at 3:30 instead? I have to finish up.
Oh
I have
shit.
to
Dude.
finish up like my current client had some stuff they wanted to add, so I need to finish up with that." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I completely forgot. Thank you for reminding me. I'll be there at 3:30." And she's like, "Cool. I think I'm starting to get a migraine, so I will only do like 3 hours." And you know,
That's still a long. That's still quite a bit. I
that's
just
still
wanna-
quite a well. My last session was like 4.5.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like that's actually short. Like she does 5-hour chunks generally.
Nice.
So I get there at 3:30 and she gets in and I can tell she's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Hey," and she's like, "So I still have to finish this up," and like I could see her processing and thinking. She goes, "And you're already here, shit." Like, is it okay if we reschedule? I'm like, yes, it is absolutely fine if we reschedule. If you're getting a migraine, take care of yourself. Like, just do what you need to do, because she still wasn't done with the guy before me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you take care of yourself. We'll reschedule.
Right.
And she's like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, I had completely forgotten.
Hello, fellow human. I too am fellow human.
Yeah.
How are you today?
Okay, I'm genuinely not upset about this. I had completely forgotten that we even had an appointment today.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
That's
fine.
funny.
So like she had a cancellation 2 weeks from yesterday,
Nice.
so I scheduled for that time.
There you go.
So yay, I'm getting part 2 of my tattoo done. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
that was that. It was just that moment of like, oh, I don't have anything to do today. You take the car. Fuck. So I had to walk to the tattoo parlor, which I mean it's a 20-minute walk away. It's not that bad, but it was hot.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So I came home and took a shower.
Uh-oh.
Because it was hot.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll end this because you have food coming.
Food. You have
And,
painting.
Yeah, I do have painting. I have movies to continue watching.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I got all this.
All
That was the right falling, right?
The Falling Down, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The one with Kurt
One-
Russell.
Yeah, from
no,
96 or 94, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure.
that was the right one.
I was like, okay.
You got
I was
like exactly what I wanted, exactly what I asked for. Like I know that was a list, and I was like, he's gonna hate me for this. And then like,
oh, it was.
I'm like 4 minutes into New Mutants and just connection dips, and I was like, oh, Kevin's downloading stuff.
Yeah, because Kevin's lazy and refuses to just put in a goddamn hole for the VPN. But
it was fine.
yeah, okay. And plus, new Suicide Squad.
Plus
so.
new Suicide Squad. I don't know if Juliana wants to watch that. If not, I'm just gonna watch it myself because I've heard really good things about it.
Well, yeah, James Gunn. So
James-
that's all you
James
really
Gunn, the
need
fact
to
that
know.
The fact that it's out and has a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes with 185 reviews is kind of telling.
Yeah,
And then it has like 100%
what-
approval from fans, which is like,
Yeah.
whoa.
yeah. Well, it's what happens when you put a competent human being behind the writing and directing of it.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
So, that's fucking good. Okay.
Okay. Well,
All right.
thank you guys for
Tuning
watching
in.
this absolute chaos. And
Sorry. One of us is boring, the other of us does things. So that's really all there is to it.
I left the house for a week. Boy, howdy.
I didn't. So, yep. I went on a rant though. You all love those.
You did have
I
a
think.
rant. You did have a rant. And
Yeah. Well, 'cause
we'll
people.
We'll catch you guys in the next one.
Yeah.